Peace, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Ayoka, the creator of this wonderful, amazing, beautiful site. But I'm the creator of the Lightworker Society. I am the Oracle Goddess, and I am coming to you bringing you an energy update for Earth signs in the twin flame journey. All right, you guys. So if you are an Earth sign, if your sun, moon, or rising is in what? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you can tune in. All right. So this is my disclaimer for you guys. Everything in this message might not resonate with you. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. I pick up on past, present, future energies. So at any time in your twin flame journey, this could be your story. All right. So if it hasn't happened yet, just stay in a positive mindset because I do see into the future. I am a seer, my dear. But however, right? Sometimes it just doesn't fit. Don't force it. If it's not your story, it's just not your story. I do personal readings, right? So you can reach out to me at any time. Not at any time, but reach out to me through my IG. Click that link in my bio. It's a link tree and it'll take you directly to my page, okay, where you can book a reading with me. My prices are reasonable for twin flame readings. I do overextend myself, honey, so I do offer an hour reading, but yeah, sometimes it goes almost into 2 hours. It just depends on what spirit has to say, right? I ain't gonna never cut the message short because of time or money, all right? Even though I do have to get paid for my time, have to be compensated, but I definitely will give you your worth. Now, let's set our intention so that we can be on the same page energetically. Thank you, Holy Spirit, my angelic guides, for helping me with this reading for my fellow earth signs. And it's going to be for twin flames, my spirit guides, even though I already know you know. But protect us, right? And help us with this message. Protect us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you. I ask that you close the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will or with the purpose of these readings, and anything that's trying to come against my viewers and myself. I ask that you protect me from any psychic attacks, any negative energies that are being directed towards me, any black magic, anything that's just not of the divine's will. I ask that you cover us all in your wonderful, amazing white light. If anyone is not in alignment or here to cause confusion, I ask that you block the communication where it cannot or they cannot tune in. Thank you for using me as a messenger, and so it is. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's see what's going on. I feel like I want to start with my Archangel Tarot deck. This is a new deck, and I'm loving it. I'm starting to pick up on the energies of it. It's feeling like really personal. I think I'm liking these more than all my other decks. I'm sorry, I love you guys all the same. But however, yeah, I had these for a while, you guys, at least 5 years, 4 years, and I really wasn't able to pick up on them, but I'm getting them now and I'm loving it. Thank you. What else is that to this? To this for my fellow earth signs. Oh, okay. You want me to pull another one, Spirit? I can feel it. I feel it. Thank you. Oh, justice. Okay. So I have the Empress card here. So we already know that it's representing the divine feminine of my fellow earth signs, because I am a Virgo with a Taurus moon and a Taurus rising, honey. Okay, I'm all earth. But my moon, my Mercury is in Gemini, so a little bit of flightiness up in there. But however, the Empress card is here, okay? So it's definitely time to act on your plans. And of course, you know you're the Empress, so you are on top of your game, right? You're intuitive. You are ready to birth new things in your life, right? So your creativity is definitely being rewarded at this time, Divine Femme, that I am picking up on, okay? So all of this is leading you to a luxurious or abundant life, okay? And the resources that are even coming to you is definitely on some I don't even know how to say. Do I want to? No, I'm not, because I'm trying to refrain from cursing. Okay, I'm trying to clean it up so it don't be so much, bad. But it happens. It slips out. But however, you guys are definitely on the right track. Okay, so whatever plans that you have, it's time for you to take action on them. And then I have the page of Ariel here, and this card really talks about an excellent opportunity that's being offered to you. So there's an opportunity that's going to come to you, my fellow earth signs, okay? Be on the lookout. Now, even if it's about you going back to school with your education, a scholarship fund might come up, okay? You might be going back to school, okay? You might get grant money. Whatever it is, it's something that's going to help you when it comes to furthering your life purpose, is what I'm getting. This is all about education and being balanced and being reliable. But whatever it is, you're going to be learning something, or you are learning something that is also going to benefit you, where it'll bring in more money for you. Take it how it resonates. Something with you learning something that's pushing you further into your divine life purpose. Now, education doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to go to a 4-year university. I am a professor at a 4-year university at HBCU, matter of fact, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, right? You could be pursuing something dealing with a trade. You could be learning things just by doing your own research, right? Gaining your own education, or just jumping into something that causes you to be like a skilled laborer. Basically, look, massage therapist, Reiki practitioner, or something like that. I don't know if that would be called the skilled laborer, but something where you don't have to do a 4-year pursuit, but it's education involved. So I can tell you that much. Now, the Ace of Michaels card is also here as well. So there's a wonderful new idea that's coming to you, or you already have it there. And these ideas are definitely coming from the divine, okay? So these ideas are divinely ordered. Don't let any bumps in the road hinder your progress. So even if it feels like things are delayed, or you're not getting exactly what you're putting out at the time, or you're just finding that you're having some difficulties, don't let that stop you, okay? Keep going. Even if there's communication problems with others, don't let that stop you, okay? Just keep going. Keep trying to clearly communicate. Keep trying to be open and honest about your communication, because I'm definitely I think we are starting to be at the beginning of another retrograde that's coming in too as well, which is going to be kind of intense for the twins, because there's going to be a lot of things being exposed, okay? That's going to probably keep the energies maybe a little heavy, because that exposure start putting that mirror back up to our face, right? And we start seeing stuff again, like, oh Lord, like this again. Like, I thought I got over this, I thought I dealt with this. But however, and Mercury in retrograde definitely does it fudges with communication all the time, okay? So even if it's down to your emails, your text messages, it don't necessarily got to be about what you're saying. It just could be through some written communication that communication can get messed up, all right? It could be down to you supposed to rent a car, and you went and did everything and put the stuff on file, and then they don't have it there whatsoever. They can't find your information. They can't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? It could be stuff down to that. So just don't allow it to stop you. Just the planets are going in the reverse, right? They're acting crazy. It's not me, right? Just breathe. But you're going to get the justice, okay? So even if there's some communication problems between you and your special person, you're going to get the justice. We're going to find out what these communication issues might be, or what this Ace of Michaels is referencing. But I do have my Justice card here, which represents new beginnings, because the number 8 is on this card too as well. And those scales are going to tip, and when they tip, they're going to tip in your favor. All right. Don't give up. That's all I'm saying. Don't give up, because everything that you're doing, you're being rewarded. Even if you see a bump in the road, it's nothing. Remember that it's nothing. Brush it off your shoulder, keep it moving, right? Ain't that what they say? But let's see. I feel like I need to pull some more from here. Then I'm going to pull and get elaboration from this Ace of Michaels. Oh, could you tell me what this Ace of Michaels card is about, please? Elaborate more on this. What is this communication problem? What's happening? What's this bump in the road, Spirit? Let us know. Thank you for helping us to be prepared. Okay, it says the light, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. So breathe in sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. Oh, wow. Let me pull out and see what the book is saying about this. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel. You have finally made it through the storm. is what I'm seeing on this card. Sorry, it was one of those nets that come from my plants. Ugh, I hate those things. But let me show you this card again. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see how it's a storm clouds behind Michael, and how he is coming through the clouds. Like, it's like he's coming through like, ha, I conquered this with a sword in his hand, right? But there's definitely yeah, the storm, the waves and everything. So whatever storm or whatever you have been going through, you're at the end of it. Now, let's see what the book is saying about the Six of Michael. Michael. There we go. 133. You are on your way to happier times. The situation that had you feeling stressed and worried is now behind you. A new day is dawning with sunny skies on the horizon. Embrace the changes and leave the past behind. You can now breathe a sigh of relief and begin to make new plans. Don't be afraid to ask for help in implementing those changes you desire. Okay, so you might have been at a standstill where you really couldn't plan because you were stuck in the middle of this storm. So you didn't know what to do, especially when it comes to this connection, right? You can't make plans forward if y'all not, together, or if you're in separation, or however it is, y'all just ain't there yet, right? But if you do have some ideas or some plans that could be coming to you, it's saying that you should go ahead and start to make them. Become more positive, especially in your intentions, okay? You could be relocating. Some traveling could be involved too as well with this card. I'm going to pull from my Light Seers Tarot so I can get more of an elaboration if I find them. So hold up, let me get my eyes to like. I just put my cards in order. Is this it? No. I got so many cards, you guys. Oh, here they go. I'm just like surrounded by them. And of course they don't have like names on them. It's like usually like this. So I gotta kind of remember what card is what deck is what. Okay, can you tell me more about this? Light at the end of the tunnel, breathe and sigh of relief and make these new plans. Relocation. Okay, so your King of Cups that's in reverse, the Divine Masculine is here in reverse. I feel like it's telling us a story, so give us a second. Let's let my spirit guides flow, because they love to tell a story, honey. So just give us a moment. So it sounds like it's starting up from the beginning, because we know that you're or some of y'all could be right here right now. I'm not even gonna put that past that. But your person could have been very anxious or withdrawn, right? Or they are, right? Because they didn't have any balance. I got the Temperance card here in reverse as well. They didn't have any balance, right? They were very extreme or excessive with their own energy, period. It more kind of geared towards themselves. It wasn't no in between with them. They're not gonna give you no in between love. It's gonna be either I'm gonna love you all the way, or I'm not gonna do nothing, kind of thing. Like, and you guys were in a stalemate, literally, when it comes to your connection, or you are in a stalemate right now. So I have the Five of Pentacles here that's in the reverse position. So this is saying that a positive change is coming. Okay, so this is where you guys are going to recover from whatever losses that you have. You're overcoming these adversities. Okay, so this is an improved love life situation that's going to take place here. So this is what these changes are. This is the end of the storm that you're coming to and through, my fellow earth signs. That's some good news to hear, you guys, because like I said, I'm an earth sign too as well, and I am a divine feminine, so I definitely know what you guys are going through. This has been a very interesting twin flame journey, and I actually can say I really actually love it, because I have gained so much about myself, and that's what the twin flame journey is about. Like, really, it's not being selfish, but it's all about our own self-empowerment, our own healing, our leveling up, all of that. And I've been doing all of that, like, and I'm loving every bit of it, because I spent 20 plus years in the darkest place ever, right? I didn't love myself. It wasn't no self-acceptance there. I can't even say the word all the way now, because that's how far reached it is in my vocabulary at this point. But I just wasn't really connected to who I was. And now, through this journey, I've been able to really connect to the divine, connect to my higher self, love on myself more, know my self-care, how to do self-care, know how to really focus on what it is that I desire for myself as far as when it comes to my life purpose. But I've been really pushed and really driven, and I feel really good. I have not felt like this in my entire adult life, and I am 41, honey. Okay, so yeah, I started out with my son's father at the age of 17 or 18. We got married at 25, divorced by the time we were 2014, 2017. We were finally divorced. So let's go, by the time I was what, 34, I guess I could say 33. Yeah, it's been one hell of a journey. And I met my twin when we were going through separation. So I met my twin 4 years ago. I knew he was a soulmate, but I didn't know he was this kind of soulmate, you know. But I just found that out back in July. So it's been very interesting, and my spirit guides and spirit has been sending me confirmation after confirmation of this is who this is. This is, I mean, and I can feel it and I know it, and my twin knows it. Now, they're coming in as a king of sword now. They in their king energy. Okay. That's where you need them at. Not the knight, but in the king. They in that king energy. So their logic is definitely clear. Like they clear in their thinking. This is where their communication is going to be strong. And they're going to be seeking, truth. They want that truth. They want this intelligent, emotional, and spiritual connection with you, and even with themselves. Okay, so they're out of that manipulating and being irrational or very calculated in their energy. They're out of that selfishness, and now they're just at this point where they know how to control their emotions, and they're setting some standards for themselves when it comes to love, right? So I'm sorry. My iPad is on the side of me, so every time it light up, I'll be like, what is that? What is that? All right, so the Page of Wands is here, and it's in the reverse position. All right, I got a few of them. The Page of Wands reverse, the Eight of Wands reverse, and the King of Swords reverse, which is also what? That karmic energy, that karmic person, right? So the Page of Wands in the reverse is basically saying that they were being impatient, right? They didn't have these ideas, and they definitely were at this energy of failing to commit, which we already knew, right? They couldn't commit. Why? Because of this queen, this Queen of Swords in the reverse. You know, the Queen of Swords is what? Very toxic, okay? It's a lot of trauma there within that connection, right? A lot of manipulation, and the divine masculines are seeing that, okay? They are definitely seeing it, recognizing it, and standing in their truth at this point. But this is what was holding them back, okay? And not moving forward, because there was just too many misunderstandings that were taking place, and they weren't really, connected. They weren't really embracing what was taking place in their own life, because it takes some time. You got to go through a healing process. You got to be able to be awakened to see what is happening in your life, right? So they weren't there yet. They were still operating in their 3D mindset, but they're pushing forward through that. As you can see, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, okay? But the Ace of Wands card is here. So they're thinking, right? That clarity of thought is there now. They have this creative spark, this new passion. Let me tell you, finding their inner voice. Now they got the willpower to be able to develop their own vision and what they want for themselves. And even if it's just not the vision, for you, but it's their vision for what they want, how they want to live their life, how they want to see their life as well, so everything is starting to come, starting to really make sense to them, where it wasn't making sense to them one time before. And they were just in this energy of what? Being the Seven of Swords in reverse, right? Lying, scheming, trying to get away with something, in their devil energy, right? Definitely holding on to the codependencies, the addictions, and all of that was stuff that just keep you trapped, making them still be in this emperor status in reverse, very domineering or rigid or stubborn. But all of that energy has shifted, because as you can see, they're coming in as a King of Swords at this moment, and the Justice card is here too. So honey, things is working and moving. But the Five of Cups is in reverse as well. So they're beginning to accept, okay, and they're moving on and healing from the past. All right, they at this point where they just like, you know what, I'm accepting what has taken place in my life. I'm accepting the role that I played in it, when it comes to this karmic situation, and when it comes to myself, and when it comes to my divine feminine, right? And they're deciding that, you know what, I'm a heal from my past, because I do see that there's a lot of loss there, and I keep clinging on to something that I need to move forward from. And this is why the Death, the Rebirth card is here. So this card is indicating literally that this cycle, right, this transformation that they're going through is ending. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, my spirit guides, for confirming that. Yep, the Moon card is here. So all of that deceit and deception is not there. They're relying on their intuition at this time to figure out what, you know, what to do with it and how to do it. All right, so they do feel like it's still something like kind of a disconnect or something that's missing, if that's what I'm picking up, because I have my Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. Okay, yeah, they were feeling like this could be a mischance, right, if they don't get into the right energy, right? So, which would cause more, emotional loss, more issues for them when it comes to romance, period, more emotional instability, because they're not really following their true path if they don't step into this energy, this power. They're gaining the strength. Okay, so the strength card is definitely there. So they got the inner power to do this, especially during the times of distress. I mean, you guys are literally in a storm, even though you could be communicating with each other, but you're still not in that same place that you once were before, right? But they're having this resiliency to move on from this, because you are the high priestess, honey. All right, you're balanced, you're intuitive. So at this point, you just need to trust your intuition. Okay, so even if there's something hidden, it will surface. The Ten of Wands card is here, which is saying that those burdens, all of that stuff that they were holding on to, they're moving on. Okay, they're moving on. They realize that stuff was what is creating the stress in their life, and it's making it difficult for them to be able to have a romantic relationship or love life, or just feeling love, period, right? It's making them despise love, and they're going to move on from that. Why? Because you stood your ground. That's amazing. And it's not saying that you stood your ground and you fought for them, which you probably did. You fought for them energetically, right? But you stood your ground with yourself as well. You decided not to play down into that energy, right? You might have kind of was feeling it, but you allowed yourself to work through the process, period. You allowed yourself to heal. Even when there was triggers, instead of falling into those same traps that you would fall into before, right? You felt what you needed to feel. You released it. All right. You did all of the necessary steps to balance yourself out. You stay focused on the light, which is your life purpose. You stay focused on your own self-healing, your own self-love, your own self-care. You did all that, right? And on top of that, energetically, you were speaking those words to help your divine masculine overcome. Sorry, I should have put my phone on mute, but I didn't. But the Page of Pentacles is here in the reverse. So this is really just saying like they were in this irresponsible energy, right? Lacking commitment. But it wasn't more like towards you. It was more like towards this Empress in reverse. It was more like towards that other person. Now, this could be two different karmic situations showing up, or two different third-party people, I guess what you would say. Two different feminine or masculine energies that they were connected to that's showing up. But however, they were lacking commitment to those situations, or to that situation. All right, now that it also could be, you know, every new person that came along, it was like, bam, what they doing? So it could be another person, could be two karmic. We just want to say two karmic people, because they ain't shit. All right, because you the divine feminine, right? And it's only one divine feminine, but there could have been another person that's a soulmate, or it could have been a karmic soulmate, or it could have been two karmic soulmates. However, the Six of Swords here, and they're saying that they're moving away. Okay, they're moving beyond that, moving beyond what's familiar. They have left this situation, or they are leaving it, and I'm getting they left it. Because the Two of Pentacles is in the reverse, they're not juggling no more, because there was an imbalance there, and it caused them to neglect what was most important, right? What was the most important? Love that was in their life was the divine feminine's love, which they weren't getting that from these other people. Now, they do see you as the world, because I do have that there. And they do know that they have so many opportunities that are before them, right? Where they can bring things to a completion, where they can achieve what they need to in their life, right? All of their efforts are paying off. And I wanted to ask a question, but I need to go back and see what it was. What's what is it that they still feel is missing? I think that's what it was. But they're feeling really good. They're feeling really grateful, especially when it comes to just their life in a whole. You know, as they're starting to get into this acceptance of going with the flow of the universe. However life is flowing, they're focusing on what's good, you know, what's working. And that's okay, there we go. It came back to me again. It just came back to me again. All right, so I got the question. But they want to work with you. Okay. So this is about working in cohesion, working as a team. So they're definitely trying to work together with you as a team, because there has been a lot of heartbreak and a lot of grief and a lot of loss that has taken place for both of you guys in this connection, right? Which is definitely about a third party situation. Some of the divine masculines feel like something is still missing in their life. Would you be able to elaborate on that, or could you tell us what it is that they are missing? Okay, so what they're missing, which I'm getting you guys, were definitely someone that you've been with them before. Like, you're not new, if that makes sense. Like, you're not somebody that they just met a week ago. No, they're having these memories, right? And it's memories of someone, you know, that they were with previously, which would be you. Okay, so these memories right here, the memories of you, the memories of the love, whatever the past was that they had with you, which could have been really good. Some of you guys probably have been with them for a very long time, maybe even down into childhood, maybe 6 years, maybe, you know what I'm saying, 6 months. But however, they're still remembering your connection, and they've been reliving those happy memories in their mind, and this is what's missing. Wow. Okay, this is what's missing. They're letting go of holding on so tightly to the things that no longer serve them. I'm sorry I didn't show you. I have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. I just go straight to looking at the picture. But they're no longer holding on so tightly, and they're ready to give to you. That's why they're coming forward. I got this Knight of Swords. They're coming forward, and they're coming fast. They might be, don't really have it. Like, it's one of those things where it'd be like, you know what, we got these challenges going on around me, and I probably had some issues when it comes to these other connections, these karmic people, but I'm still coming no matter what the challenge is. I still want to succeed at this. And they're probably a little impatient and maybe very direct in their actions. So some of them might be like, I don't want to say pressing up on you, or it could be like, yeah, now they're chasing you, where you were chasing them, now they're chasing you. So some of them could be like, really like, so what you doing? When you doing this? When you coming over? Or I want to see you. Or, you know what I'm saying, let's go here, let's go do this. Or something like that, where before, you know, they weren't doing that. They were just, I'm getting that they're very obsessed with you. So right now that they are definitely very obsessed with you. Wow. It was causing things to be very out of balance at one point, because you weren't it was you. It was the other way around. It was you at one time. And they were just the one that were being very neglectful when it came to the role. Wow. So tell us about this justice. What's the justice? So your Page of Cups guy, dude, femme, either way it goes, right? Feminine or masculine energy, right? DM, let's just say DM. Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this card is really just saying that there's some emotional vulnerability or it was some type of immaturity. Of course, we know the divine masculine was not being the brightest. It's like, we ain't gonna say that. We not gonna judge or talk crap. But the Seven of Wands is here. And the Seven of Wands pretty much is just saying that you still held your ground. Pretty much, you still held your ground. That's similar to the Nine of Wands card. It's like no matter what the challenges was to your position with these other karmic people, you still held your ground. You set these boundaries that you wanted in that relationship, but you still was like, you know what? I'm gonna energetically fight for this romance. Okay, now, regardless of who was objecting it, regardless of how many other suitors that your person probably had, right? You still was going to be with it. Now I got the Four of Wands in reverse too. So it seems like there could have been like a lack of support or instability when it came to the connection, but I'm getting this all as external factors. All right, so this could be conflict from the family, from the friends, from those lovers, right? They were all not supporting this. They were not definitely standing up for this when it came to the divine masculine. And that, I'm getting, is what kept them from really coming forward or really accepting this connection with you, because whoever these people were, these karmic people were, or these family members or friends were definitely, they had their words about it and didn't feel like they should be making these particular moves towards you, divine femme. Maybe because they had some type of foundation with this karmic person, or something going on with these karmic people if it's more than one. But however, they had maybe some type of foundation where it could have been money involved, children involved, marriage is also what I'm getting. Or they could have been engaged to somebody. Like it was just some type of commitment that they had with this other person, and they were, that was the basis of them really not coming forward to close this out, right? And this is it's about improvement, right? Because they really have learned their lesson from all of this, everything that they've been through. They're looking at it and they're reevaluating it, and they're like, okay, I think I see it. I know I see it, right? And they're learning their lesson from it, and now they're going to fix this. They're going to fix everything that has taken place, especially when it came to this person, right? This karmic person that keeps showing up in this reading, because that person was very insecure. So they were really trying to balance it. So they wanted to balance it to keep that person happy, to keep that family structure that they had there happy. That's what they were there for. They were trying to be generous when it came to that, because they didn't want to upset the balance. And I'm getting is because this karmic person or situation, they probably can't stand you, divine femme. And that would create a lot of problems for their relationship, period. Or for you guys' relationship too, because this person is not going to let this go through without a fight. Just put it that way, okay? Because that person is completely self-absorbed, very shallow, very selfish when it comes to relationships, and they're greedy as hell. So they definitely would not allow this connection with you and the divine masculine to manifest fully, without no drama, without no trouble, none of that. They probably would even get into this energy of trying to take the kids away, or child support, or divorce, or alimony, or whatever it is that karmic people like to do to be vindictive, right? So they knew all of that, so that's why they were trying to really balance that situation out before actually closing it out, if that makes sense. Now the Three of Wands is here in the reverse, but that's what was restricting them. Okay, that's where the limitations was, and why was no progress being made, because of that situation. But they're no longer feeling trapped, because I have my Eight of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So they're no longer feeling trapped, and they're ready to release and take control of their love life. They're facing these fears. Okay, they got this clear perspective of you, divine feminine, of relationships, period. And they learned a lot from these past situations. They learned a lot from these other people they've been involved with, who served them no good, okay, who offered them nothing but anxiety. They learned a lot from that situation, and the blindfolds are coming off, and this is where the justice is coming in. And what's happening is you'll get this new beginning in love, because this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this card is like, these are new feelings that are awakening in your divine masculine. Okay, so they're letting go of any emotional baggage that they had, and they are ready to start living their life because they feel like they have not been able to do the things that they wanted to do in their life because they made such bad choices. Okay, and they connected and aligned with people who did not serve their highest good. And so now they're ready to live. They're ready for their new beginning. They're ready to have a chance to start fresh, right? Especially when it comes to romance or friendships and things like that. Something that's deeper and more intimate because they haven't been able to fully connect to someone on an intimate level because they've been dealing with such vindictive people. And it's like, who can you trust? And this is why they treated you like that, divine femme, because it's all of their experiences. They probably were very cold towards you, were very empty, very emotionless. Okay, but they're ready to take this relationship to the next level, and that's what the justice is going to be. Congratulations. All right, so I'm going to continue to lift you all up to the divine, send out positive intentions and love your way. Definitely let me know what your outcome is going to be. I would greatly appreciate that because I really am, these twin flame journeys, right? It just makes you feel so good when you find one of the twins have actually aligned, okay, and they are moving on their divine purpose, and that is really gratifying. So definitely share that with me. Make sure you like, make sure you share, drop your positive comments. Like I said, I've already set my prayers and intentions, so ain't no negative nothing coming this way. But however, drop those. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all, because every time y'all do, you energetically help my channel to grow. Like, you put your energy into me, it helps spread my message and all of that to more and more people. Okay, this is the purpose of why I do it, to help raise the vibrations of the collective, to bring hope, to bring a message that will hopefully help you to stay uplifted until you get to where you want to be, your destination, right? So don't forget, you guys, to continue your self-love, continue your self-care, your self-preservation. You understand, loving yourself first, and make sure you stay in a loving energy with your divine masculine. All right, keep them lifted in 5D if you can't handle or deal with them in 3D, right? Set your intentions, write down your affirmations, speak positive words, always be in a laughing energy. Just, laughing meaning happy, you understand, lighthearted. Be in that energy when you're dealing with them, all right? Because you can see what you just had an outstanding reading, my dears. All right, so I love you and peace out. Have a happy, wonderful week. I'm like, what do you call it? Like, okay, so tomorrow's Monday. I work from home, you guys. I know I keep babbling, but I work from home, so I don't know what day is what day. I just wake up and it's a new freaking day, and it's always a good one. So just remember, stay happy, stay in a high vibration, because you is in manifestation mode. All right, peace.